versus King Kong women's division.
Holiday stepping right up to the
I don't
plate.
think I've ever seen anybody lock up with Max Impaler like that.
Ooh! But able to turn the table and just tossing Holiday across the ring.
Holiday stands right back up. They're both impressing each other.
What? Just headbutted square between the eyes, and this time!
Never seen!
Big time slam! Holiday with an opportunity here. Hands around the waist. Wow!
Beautiful!
Charging in off the rope, but gets a spine buster instead. Wow! Look at the TV title. Oh my And Max
God.
taking Holiday to the waistline. Good. Stacks her up. 3. Bell rings and we are off. There you see all the gold, the championships.
My God, there's a rainbow anywhere. It stops right there.
EC3 looking for the next breaker here, gets it. Dragon leads.
That's that alpha male stuff I was talking about.
Number 1 contender for Ring of Honor World title, Flip Gordon. Not on the same page or flipping EC3, and it's gonna give an opportunity to crash him as EC3 spears Flip
He
Gordon.
didn't mean to do it, but he's like, look what you did.
And here's the world champion with the man he will face this Friday night in Philadelphia. It's up to the tower rope.
How many rotations was that?
2.
We need more than one referee for this.
Look at Dragon Lee and Cena
Working together. That's what I was talking about, Riccaboni.
Yep, they're on the same page here. Wow! Look for that cutter. Gordon with a super kick. Has him up. Flip. 5. Hook the leg. 2. Oh! We're looking to finish Homicide here.
That was a nod to Paul Orndorff.
Got it.
Much respect.
2, 3.
I'm Quinn McKay, and I'm here to update you on everything going on in Ring of Honor this week. Stay tuned to the very end of the episode because we have a big match capping off this week's edition of Week by Week. Last week, we saw Danhausen somehow talk Sledge and PCO into putting their differences aside so that they could all go for the 6-man belts together. Well, today we'll see the first stop on that journey as Sledge, PCO, and Danhausen face Primal Fear in our exclusive match. In other news, the first round of the tournament to crown a brand new ROH Women's World Champion is officially over. As on the latest edition of ROH TV, we saw Max the Impaler advance after defeating Holiday. Instead of Max, let's actually go to the lure backstage after Max's victory.
Honor Nation, Brian Zane here with some exciting news about the future touring dates for Ring of Honor
Kidding me.
Oh, no.
This was a setup.
Oh, no.
This was a setup.
Kidding me right now?
No.
This
No,
was
no, no.
Maria's
She did this
doing.
on purpose.
Maria did this on
She
purpose.
did this on purpose.
She
She
did
did
this
this on purpose.
Hey.
Come here.
Oh,
Come here.
my God.
Oh, Maria. Maria, I see you. I see you. I know you did this on purpose. You were you just couldn't wait
Unbelievable.
for Max to get her hands on me, right? This is why you set it up this way. Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
I
I'm gonna die.
can't
I'm gonna
even
die.
deal right now.
We have to talk to people. We have to talk to
Not Maria.
people. Listen,
Not Maria.
Maria, I know you're gonna watch this. This match is not happening. Not happening.
Hi, sweetie. Everything okay over here? I've been meaning to talk to you. You owe us. We took care of Allie last time, and let's just make it easy for everyone. And make sure you lay down on the next round.
Excuse me?
Excuse you. Lay down. Excuse me. Do you know who you're talking to? I'm a 7-time world champion. I don't lay down for nobody.
Lay down.
Lay down.
I warned you.
I'm sorry. What just happened? Okay,
We need to go talk. We need to find people to complain to and talk to. I can't stand her.
Max is undefeated. There are nearly 0 scenarios where Angelina doesn't come out of this mauled, maimed, or otherwise, and that, my friends, is what we call karma. As she so eloquently put it, oh my God, she's gonna die, she's gonna die, she's gonna die. That's going to be a very fun matchup later on, but we're kicking off the quarterfinals with yours truly versus the prodigy, Roxy. As I've said before, this is unfamiliar territory for me. Judging by every experience I've ever had with her and have seen from her in the ring, Roxy is world class. She doesn't take cheap shots, and she follows through whenever she says that she's going to do something, which means a lot in a company built on honor. And her moniker is literally the Prodigy, so in all honesty, I'm not really sure what I'm getting myself into, but what I do know is that she'll give me an honest, honorable, fair fight. And so far, my record with that has been very good. The second quarterfinal match that you're going to see this weekend on ROH TV is the Lucha baddie Miranda Alizé squaring off against the Sacramento Suplex Machine, Nicole Savoy. So it's sure to be an absolute scorcher. Not only will you see those two big tournament matches, but this weekend's main event will see former friends and partners doing battle in a no disqualifications match. Rey Horus and Demonic Flamita go to war, and this is sure to be a spectacle. These men have traded wins, and after their match at Best in the World, Flamita laid out Horus, resulting in this huge rubber match. Now, the main event of the latest edition of ROH TV saw Flip Gordon successful for his All-Star team in the annual Champions vs. All-Stars match. Let's go to Flip immediately following the match.
Bryan Zane here backstage with the All-Stars, the winning team. That's Flip Gordon, and there's the Briscoes and their EC3. Where is everyone, Flip? Why is it just you?
I've only got one thing to say, and that's that I've got nothing to say.
There's your winner, All-Star Flip Gordon.
Flip Gordon will get his long-awaited ROH World Championship match this Friday on Glory by Honor Night 1. It's the most wanted Bandito against the Mercenaries, so let's take a closer look at that now.
Flip Gordon! Flip Gordon has won a title shot!
I could finally become a world champion. Last year, I returned from a devastating knee injury. This year, I become champion.
2020 has been a crazy year. I get a text message from Ring of Honor officials saying that the shows have been canceled. They told us how they were still going to film a few matches and that if you wanted to wrestle, raise your hand. I ended up getting a singles match with Bandito. I don't know when we're gonna get fans back, and honestly, I don't care when we get fans back. The only thing I care about is getting my rightful opportunity at the Ring of Honor World Championship.
I've only got one thing to say, and that's that I've got nothing to say, nothing to say, nothing to say, until I get my Ring of Honor World title shot.
Wow! Got him! That's it! What? Him up! What? He got him! He got him! He got him!
Everything is possible. Everything is possible. This is the most wanted championship. And I'm gonna show you why it belongs to me.
This weekend, August 20th and 21st, streaming live on Honor Club, it's 2 nights of Glory by Honor from Philadelphia, and these cards are absolutely stacked. Not only will Flip challenge Bandito on night 1, but we'll see the ROH Pure Championship on the line as the Octopus Jonathan Gresham faces fellow Foundation teammate, the Professional, Rhett Titus. LFI and Violence Unlimited will do battle in a huge 8-man tag team showdown. EC3 goes one-on-one with the Mecca, Brian Johnson. Mark and Jay Briscoe fight Righteous members Dutch and Bateman. Silas Young faces Rey Horus one-on-one. The Allure face Vita Von Star and a mystery partner in tag team action, and I sincerely, personally hope that it's someone terrifying, knowing Vita also somewhat probably psychotic. 6-man mayhem match with huge stakes as the winner gets a spot in the world title rankings. It's Demonic Flamita versus Mike Bennett versus Mile High Magnum Dak Draper versus Infinite Eli Isom versus the Darewolf PJ Black versus Danhausen. Plus, Chelsea Green will be in the house gracing us with her presence. The next day on August 21st, it's Glory by Honor Night 2, The Last Stand. Matt Taven and Vincent will go to war, one-on-one, locked inside a steel cage, and we all know that this is Armageddon. Let's take a closer look now.
Life is only as good as the memories we make. But over time, the meaning and the feeling of those memories can change, turning your greatest accomplishments into the biggest question of your own instincts. The pictures on the wall have to be taken down, as the happiness they used to bring now becomes your greatest source of anger. Vinny likes to say that my ego is my downfall, but my ego is what brought me here. My ego is why I succeeded. I wouldn't be anywhere without my ego, and neither would you. And then I have to hear Vinny say that he was trapped in a cage when he was in my kingdom. He owes everything to that kingdom, and how does he repay me? He cuts me with an axe. He breaks into my house, he shatters my ankle, he tries to ruin my life, he tries to take everything from me, but I refuse. I refuse to let that happen. And in Philadelphia at Glory by Honor in a steel cage, he will find out why I'm the man who won at Madison Square Garden. Why I'm the man who is a Grand Slam champion. Why I'm the guy who has succeeded everywhere that he has been, and why he latched onto my coattails for so long. Because he is I, and I am him, and I need to remind myself that I'm Matt Taven. And my next trend is becoming once again the Ring of Honor World Champion.
Also on Glory by Honor Night 2, we'll see ROH champion Bandito teaming with Ray Orris against former world champion Roosh and current television champion Dragon Lee in a Lucha tag team match. After what we saw recently on ROH TV with LFI unmasking both Orris and Bandito, this has become alarmingly personal. Faction warfare continues as Violence Unlimited faces The Foundation in an 8-man tag team match. Mark and Jay Briscoe will face Demonic Flamita and Flip Gordon in tag team action. Also, the 6-man championships will be on the line as Shane Taylor Promotions will face Delirious, Hallowicked, and Frightmare, collectively known as Incoherence. Very busy Dalton Castle faces Very Nice, Very Evil Danhausen one-on-one. Roxy and Miranda Alizé face Chelsea Green and Willow in an exciting women's division tag team match. Plus, the Ace of Space LSG faces the world-famous CB in a Pure Rules match, and much more. Now, something that you have probably seen on the internet and is of important note. Unfortunately, Death Before Dishonor has been moved from Lakeland, Florida to 2300 Arena in Philadelphia. It was a decision not made lightly, but Ring of Honor has been at the forefront when it comes to safety protocols for fans and wrestlers alike, and we aren't going to stop now. It's simply a gamble not worth taking, but hopefully we'll see everyone in Florida very soon. Stay safe out there. But regardless of where Death Before Dishonor is physically held, you can still count on it featuring the best wrestling on the planet. Right now, we know that the technical beast Josh Woods would challenge the ROH Pure Championship against the winner of this weekend's Jonathan Gresham versus Rhett Titus match. The finals of the ROH Women's Championship tournament will also take place at Death Before Dishonor. Fingers crossed. And just announced, La Facción and Gobernable will challenge for the 6-man championships and face the winner of this weekend's Shane Taylor Promotions versus Incoherence match. It is still to be determined who will challenge for the ROH World Championship at Death Before Dishonor. But the ROH Board of Directors have stated that a challenger for the pay-per-view will be determined and announced on Glory by Honor Night 2, right before the main event cage match goes live. Also, maybe there will be some wrestlers on the pay-per-view that were recently released from another organization. Details soon. With all that said, I now present you with this week's Joe Hendry's 60-second breakdown.
I'm Joe Hendry, and this is the Technique Tuesday's 60-second breakdown. Today, we're looking at one of the most well-respected, dominant veterans in the locker room. It's, of course, Angelina Love, and we're looking at her Botox injection maneuver. It is perhaps the perfect finisher because you can hit it on anyone at any time, opponent of any size, and they don't see it coming.
Botox injection!
But here's why it's so effective from a physics perspective. It uses the same advantages as the Superman, or in this case, Superwoman punch. What you're doing is you're leaving the ground. You're in midair. All of your body weight and momentum is moving forward. You lift the knee of the leg that you're not looking to use. And then as you get to your opponent, you bicycle kick with the other leg. And this generates the absolute maximum force that you can from the legs, but also takes the advantage of the momentum of the body moving forward. In short, if she hits you with this, it is over. And that is why the Botox injection is so effective.
Be sure to check out all of the fresh content on all of the ROH platforms. The latest ROH Strong podcast features the high-flying luchador, Ray Orris, who is on my top 5 list of best ring gear in the company, for the record. ROH Strong podcast host Kevin Eck breaks news all the time in his weekly X-Files article on ROHWrestling.com. Other articles include A Dose of Colemanism by Caprice Coleman and much, much more. Also, there's the Best on the Planet 24/7 streaming channel on the Stir and Plex apps. Plus, ShopHonor.com has a new Glory by Honor event t-shirt, Honor Pals, and much more, and these QR codes that will take you to specific destinations. Go ahead, hold your phone up to the screen. We are living in the future. And don't forget, you can share your thoughts and opinions about all things ROH in our Facebook group and hashtag #ChooseYourHonor. Now, based off of the results of last week's exclusive match between Eli Isom and Dak Draper, it's no doubt that Eli Isom is #1 in the TV title rankings. And in 2 weeks on ROH TV, he'll get the shot that he has earned. It's Dragon Lee defending the ROH Television Championship against Infinite Eli Isom on ROH TV. That will be awesome. But now it's time for this week's exclusive match. It's Sledge, PCO, and Danhausen versus Primal Fear in 6-man tag team action. Like, subscribe, comment, and hit the little bell down below. I'm Quinn McKay, and I'll see you next week on Week by Week.
Welcome everyone to Ring of Honor Week by Week. It is the week of Glory by Honor this Friday and Saturday. August 20th and 21st, we will be live in Philadelphia. You can watch all the great action on Honor Club, and if you're in the Philadelphia area, we hope you join us live. Ian Riccaboni, Caprice Coleman, and a huge 6-man tag team bout exclusively here on Week by Week. We'll take it to Bobby Cruz for our official introduction.
This is a Week by Week exclusive 6-man tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Team number 1, the team of Adrian Soriano, Gabriel Hunter, Matthew Omen, Primal Fear.
Omen, Soriano, Hodder, a formidable trio here in Ring of Honor. Ian Riccaboni, Caprice Coleman. And you know what? These Primal Fear guys, they've impressed me as of late, Caprice.
Every time you see them, they get better, they look different, they've improved, they've gelled better. You know, it's only a matter of time before these guys are 6-man tag contenders.
You know, we've talked about it before. They've had one shot at Shane Taylor Promotions. The teams that really succeed are not the teams where there are 3 great individuals like Dalton Castle, Dak Draper, and Eli Isom. It is the teams that are cohesive, that have worked together, that team together. These guys traveled together. They're in a rock band together in Atlantic City when they decided they all wanted to make the leap into wrestling at the same time. And they've been working at it as a unit ever since.
Their opponents, first, wrestling out of St. Louis Obispo, California, weighing 259 pounds, Sledge.
And this is a team of interesting bedfellows. We talked about the cohesion, but sometimes the best enemies make the best partners once that level of respect is earned. Sledge and PCO have been on a collision course for quite some time, but it was a man with a sack of money that united them.
And yeah, the glue behind it all. Might be the smartest guy in the room. You feel funny right now?
Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little dizzy.
Wrestling out of someplace far away, weighing at least 300 pounds.
That's what I thought.
Danhausen.
He looks like he's been putting on a little bit of weight, though. You'd think he's over that 300 at this point, right? Well, Danhausen has made his way down to the ring. Danhausen, a huge, very famous, very evil star. Conan O'Brien's favorite wrestler.
He's looking at us.
Has one of the #1 best-selling t-shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees. He is the fastest-selling micro brawler action figure of all time. He's got coffee. He's got branded coffee in stores. And he's got this man under control, coming off a big win at Best in the World.
Wrestling out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in even 300 pounds, PCO!
PCO making his way to the ring. Danhausen, his tag team partner. An interesting alliance they have formed with Sledge. Sledge and PCO, there was a war between these two men. First in the Battle Royal and then in the one-on-one encounter. It all seems well right now.
Yeah, well, he said these guys look good together, work together, and they listen to him. Like, it's weird how these huge guys listen to Danhausen. I don't know what he has over them or what he's. I don't even know what they get out of this. But it works.
It certainly does. And Danhausen wouldn't do anything that didn't make him money. And this is a man who was bestowed the very nice, very Neville finishing move by two of the innovators, Kenta and CM Punk. And they were arguing over who could give it to the man, who could give him the move.
And that's factual stuff. Like, they love this dude.
A lot of the fans do as well. A lot of the fans love PCO, former Ring of Honor World Champion. Normally,
how many championships you won? I don't care what you paint your face with. I don't care.
you know, you'd think a team with a former Ring of Honor World Champion, he would be the leader, but his electricity is a little bit unreliable, so to speak. You need a guy like either Destro or Danhausen to be able to guide somebody like that.
And I wonder, does Danhausen and Destro talk like on a regular basis? Like, do they do Zoom calls or something? Or
who is that coming across the stairway? We got to tell people this is a closed.
Where's security at?
A closed filming location. We got to tell whoever that was to get out of here. Security. Oh, gee.
You know this guy?
Yeah, you remember when the bouncers, this is the guy that came out with this is the guy on Week by Week. This is Rocco. Rocco,
the manager dude trying to get.
Yeah, Rocco, what are you doing here, man?
I don't get to wear a headset very often. I like the way it feels. It's like a little hug for your ear. It's fantastic.
Danhausen starting things off, makes a quick tag to PCO.
Is he going to be out here with us?
No one's stopping him, I guess.
You say it like it's a bad thing. This is the best part of your day. Caprice, how is your day going? How's your day going? I want to know more about you. I feel like we're not as good of friends as we should be.
Yeah, there's a match going on in the ring.
I know. I love watching matches.
Oh, my God. Adrian Soriano collapsed to the mat by PCO.
But if I'm going to be sitting next to you on a maybe regular basis, who knows?
What?
I don't know.
We have Lenny Leonard. We have Lenny Leonard calling the women's tournament. It's a great addition. We've had Chelsea Green.
Did you see he just caught PCO?
I'm sorry. My attention needs to be. I'm going to ask you a couple questions now, Caprice. What does it feel to be on the receiving end of the knife edge chop of PCO?
Well, I think if you have
actually, I mean, I've never taken a knife edge chop like that before, but I can only imagine the burning sensation that comes with eating too much pasta sauce at about 11:35 at night.
Soriano, snake-eyed on the top turnbuckle, and it's PCO. Oh! Putting him down.
Oh, that sucks.
It's like every week, PCO comes out with something different.
I mean, he's been training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. He's been learning those hammer chops. And the Sledge tagging himself in here with Matthew Owen, a big test for him. What's it like to face somebody, Caprice, that you don't have a whole lot of experience fighting? Maybe like Sledge, who's a little bit newer to Ring of Honor.
Well, I think
with a guy like Sledge, you really got to study, you know, what he's got out there. He's a very angsty person, so you know he's quick to anger. So really, you don't want to try too hard. Kind of let him feel it out for you, and then count it where you can.
Thanks, Caprice. As Sledge with a single leg takedown on. Oh, you know, I know you tried to answer. It's not your fault. Irish whip off the rope, stuck to clothesline. Go behind here. Sledge holds on. It's Omen. Off the ropes, nice drop down, rolls through.
The way Sledge moves is so impressive. He's so strong and so fast.
And so angry, my goodness.
But I don't believe him and PCO get along. Whoa! Hey man, that's that Buddy Landell elbow. I love it. I love it.
He's not pointing at me, is he?
From his nose to his toes,
man.
those toes over the nose, Buddy Landell style.
Thank
God, that's beautiful.
Oh, I would be terrified. He's an angry guy. I don't think Sledge gets along well with anybody, though.
May I ask, Rocco, what are you doing out here? And that's not rhetorical. It probably should be. As Hodder is the legal man of the man with the blonde hair. Wow. Big time back body drop, but Hodder goes to the knee. And that's how Bryan Johnson defeated him in the survival of the fittest. There's some history, that bad knee that Hodder took advantage of their cover.
Well, I think the problem was Sledge turned his back to point to PCO. That's how you do it type thing. But he turned his back on a cohesive unit.
To answer your question, Ricky Bones, first of all, I'm disappointed. I always love your rhetoric. But secondly, you know, points for a case, I have a case in point. It's important to have managers here at Ring of Honor. Listen to like what happened to LFI. You know, everything was going great down top of the world. They get rid of the beautiful, wonderful Amy Rose, and everything goes to hell. It's important to have somebody in your corner, and I'm trying to get that message out there for the rest of the roster to understand.
They had 3 of the 5 championships. You're absolutely right. I think good representation could be important. They kick her out. They lose 3 of those in short order, only down to 1.
Yeah, but out of those 2 words, good reputation, you have to be good.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of talent here. Anybody could be good, but it takes somebody with the strategic knowledge to put you over the top. Amy Rose has done that.
Tag made. And PCO now the legal man. But Primal Fear kicking down Sledge. And it's 2-on-1 on PCO, former world champion here. Off the ropes, ducks down. PCO sending down Omen as Soriano Irish whip off the ropes. Hip toss, looking for the counter. Oh!
It's not going to work with PCO.
Well, PCO has always been impressive.
Wow! 3 for 1.
Oh! How unfortunate. Oh. You know, he used to be a guy that always got his man, but that was a lifetime ago. Now he just went nuts and bolts, and I think it went for the better, you know.
Tag made to Danhausen, legal man for the first time here tonight. Sensing an opportunity, ducks the clothesline.
And it's Danhausen, the smartest guy in the building.
Certainly is, making them commit to unforced errors here.
I'm just saying that because you know that genius is weird, and he's probably the weirdest guy, so he's got to be the smartest guy ever. That just goes to the logic, right?
But not only is he wrestling, he's wrestling and controlling his other partners at the same time.
Look for very nice, very Nebo. Got it.
Oh, man.
Oh, back elbow. And he got that on Soriano. Oh, but it's Hodder and Omen able to get a total elimination style move on Danhausen. Sledge and PCO working together here.
They working together or what?
No, they're working separately, but kind of together. See, there it is.
Kyle Driver, DDT, simultaneous.
So who's the legal man?
You can go ask them. I don't want to. I'm not getting in the middle of that.
It's Danhausen.
Smartest man in the room.
Cover, 2, got it.
There it is. Wow. Wow, I'm impressed.
I mean, they weren't even making the cover. They was looking at each other like, my move was great. No, my move was great. Danhausen's like, just win the match.
The winners of the match, the team of Danhausen, Sledge, and PCO.
Todd, that's Joe Mandak.
Don't question the genius.
Danhausen picking up a huge victory. Well, he was the legal man. That was a smart move. I got to give him credit here.
He's got quite a lot in his hands right now. Been standing between those 2 dudes. I do not envy him, but I think he's got a plan.
And he's on the winner's end of the purse. Danhausen, Sledge, PCO, your victors here. What a win it is. The sacks of money headed in the direction of the winners. He wants more power.
More gold, more power. Why not? More money. Beauty shot right here.
Shane Taylor Promotions, you better watch out. Danhausen, Sledge, and PCO.
Only reason why you won is because of me.
Looking to challenge for the Ring of Honor 6-man titles. What a match this was for Rocco. Caprice Comanami and Riccaboni. Happy wrestling, everybody.
Goodbye.